Go.
Hello and welcome to the Philcast. With me today are Mr. Josh, Tomás, MJ, Tomás, Pedro, Bicho, Javier, Carlos, and Mr. Bates.
Nice.
The one and only.
Today we'll be talking about pop culture and especially celebrity culture in the 21st century.
Especially our year of our Lord, 2018.
Nice. Okay, so when did the idea of celebrity come along? I don't think celebrities have been around forever.
Yeah.
So when did they start? You reckon Jesus was the first celebrity?
Gods could be.
Have you seen
Gandhi
Jesus
maybe?
Superestrella?
He was pretty.
Yeah.
He was pretty popular with the girls.
Yeah. Okay.
Confused.
I think if we go back, I think going far back as like Jesus and like those guys, I think we're gonna lose our sense of what a 21st century celebrity is. So maybe let's go back to maybe like 100 years and what people traditionally did to become celebrities.
Moving pictures.
Moving pictures.
Why not do like 15 years and just do like sex tapes? That's what they did.
Nice.
Okay.
God bless
That's
the
what's
country.
That's what some people did to get famous. I'm just saying, and that's
I'm just
that's
saying.
some of the.
Sometimes it doesn't work. You end up teaching in Chile.
I know, yeah. I've seen all the classics.
Like your mom.
Did you just make a your mom joke?
Yeah, of course I did.
Well, what is a celebrity?
Wait, how old are you?
How do you define celebrity? Who's Chile's biggest celebrity? Who's the world's best example of a trash celebrity?
Donald.
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
The definition of celebrity is someone that is recognized by many people because they're famous.
Okay.
And like for me, the biggest celebrity, like a trash celebrity, is like Kanye West.
Lil Pump.
Why Kanye West?
Oh man, you can't be. Come
Why
on,
can't
Kanye
you?
gets a bad rap.
Give him a chance. Why Kanye? You have to back it up.
Because he has no reason to be a celebrity. Like
Yeah, he does. He's a very good
I don't think he's a
Listen out, Kanye. We're calling you out.
That's exactly what like subjectivity is. You can find somebody trash at doing what he does, but that doesn't mean he is trash.
Okay, who's your best example of a trash celebrity? If not
Lil
Kanye.
Pump.
Lil Pump. Oh, but he's a musician, man. It's subjective.
No, because
like, you know,
he's a
everyone can.
drug-filled little boy.
Yeah, but so is David Bowie.
Yeah.
But David Bowie.
David Bowie wanted to be famous so that he could do his most ambitious
I think the
ideas.
traditional concept of a celebrity is that it's someone who becomes recognised in a wide number of places for being good at something. You know, are they good at music? Are
Now
they
you
good
don't need to
at?
necessarily be
Are they good
something.
at acting? Are they good at sport? But somewhere along the line, it became being blurred for being
Be
personality
entertaining.
or being
Maybe
a person of themselves.
Maybe you and I see a celebrity as being someone who's particularly good at a sport because for us, people became famous when they were at the top of their field. So maybe it's not necessarily sport versus music versus like science, but the best scientist is the celebrity scientist. Stephen Hawking, right? He's a bit of a celebrity in a way, right? Kim Kardashian sort of moves away from that. Maybe Kim Kardashian had the best sex tape. I'm not really sure. But not really sure. Someone would have to tell me. I'm not really
I've seen your top 10 ranking blog.
Manga.
At the past, it was necessary to be good at something. Now you just need to be the loudest. You need to entertain.
I mean,
How did Kim Kardashian get famous? Because obviously the sex tape, but other than that,
I mean, I don't know much about her, but his father is like a millionaire.
her dad was a lawyer, right?
Yeah,
O.J.
yeah.
Simpson.
O.J. Simpson.
O.J.
It's O.J. Simpson's fault.
Yeah.
It's
First,
always his fault.
It started as O.J. Simpson's
Lawyer.
lawyer, and then they made this like
Sad
TV
State.
show.
Okay.
The set tape, which then led to the reality TV show, which goes with my idea. Modern celebrities based on entertainment. If you see him with Kardashians, it's not good. It's just fun. It's an adulterated, trashy fun.
I mean,
It's
but
not
could
good,
you say
it's
that
fun.
Saddam Hussein was kind of a celebrity?
WMD celebrity. Genocide. Yeah, I mean,
He's
okay, I get your question. Is Saddam just well known, or is he a celebrity? There's a difference between
Yeah.
those words, right?
Maybe-
Surely, like Hitler is famous, but not celebrated.
I mean,
Hitler
sometimes.
would be a
Wow.
celebrity if
Maybe-
he tweeted.
Maybe in Nazi Germany he would be a celebrity.
Be right back, getting hung.
I I think Pablo Escobar walks that line like really finely. He was like a mass murderer, but people love him. It's terrifying.
I didn't know if people love Pablo Escobar.
They love him. Do you know that you can actually do a tour in Medellin where you are drove around by a Pablo Escobar double who occasionally threatens people through a big 90s bulky walkie-talkie.
Nice.
Yeah, that's you can actually see. There's all the Pablo Escobar TV shows, all the Pablo Escobar shows.
Yeah.
People are obsessed with him, and he's basically a celebrity. And you must admit that he did a lot of charity work, even though he was a horrible person.
I mean, maybe it would,
So what's the difference between celebrities before and celebrities now?
I think it's a good question. I think in an ideal world, celebrities would be the people in a given field were the best at what they did. You know, they're recognised for talent, I guess. But that's not, as we know, that's not the case.
How many ways?
So there's something else going on there, and I think with the advent of social media, the idea of celebrity is kind of self-perpetuating. When someone becomes mildly known, they become known for being known.
It's
And so
almost
spirals.
like it's come a step backwards, right?
Like
Yeah.
what's her face? The youngest Kardashian.
Kylie Jenner.
Kylie Jenner.
no, she's the.
Chloe.
Oh, yeah.
She's the trans woman.
So she's just the daughter of
Yeah.
someone mildly
Yeah.
famous, and she's become famous for being
Reality
famous.
shows.
So how has that happened, MJ? You got a point.
I mean, I think if you want to be famous or a celebrity or to be recognized, you must be in some way related to an event or something unusual, because normal people are not normally famous. That's why they're normal.
Uh-huh.
But there are different types of celebrities. Some that have excel at something, and others that are just related. Related. It sounds weird. To like, if you're the daughter of Kurt Cobain, she's famous, but Bean, I think her name. But she has like, I'm not saying she's not talented or anything, but I don't recognize her for. I know her because she's the daughter of Kurt Cobain.
Totally get what you mean.
Simply-
Peaches Geldof, right?
Yeah.
Peaches Geldof. She's that little. She's trash, right? She's a Bob Geldof's daughter, and she's just like.
a niche example.
Who?
Why? It's the daughter of a famous singer. No?
English. Like I think that's a pretty English one.
It might be. Do you guys know?
I think I have
Gilbert,
heard
you
it.
too,
I have never heard his music, but I have heard it.
She's a celebrity, right? She's a trash like back cover celebrity that's always in and out of rehab, and the only reason she exists is so that everyone else can like trash talk her.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
like
That's
basic
my
negative
idea.
celebrity, right?
That's celebrities based on entertainment.
So basically Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay-
British Lindsay Lohan.
In a way,
Yeah.
Exactly.
she didn't do anything herself.
We're talking about these people as trash, right? Why do you have a problem with these people being celebrities? What bothers us about
Because
it?
they represent the
Pedro.
worst of
Because they
society.
didn't do anything worthwhile to be in. I mean,
So what?
I'm not saying everyone did, but I'm just saying it's just like to act like you're the world's best because you got lucky or you accidentally said something funny.
Yeah.
I don't think
But
it's...
that's in itself not a problem, because I can act like that I'm the best, and you don't think so, and that doesn't matter for me. You know, I'm still doing it. Why does it like these people have millions of followers on Twitter,
Instagram.
you know, or whatever? You know, like why does that bother people? They have so many followers. Jealous.
But maybe it's because we see how they do what we were taught that it was wrong, and we see them do it daily,
Yeah.
and like deep down we think that they are more successful, they are living like a better life, not a better life, but what we can see of a better life while doing all those things, and we think to ourselves, oh, they are doing so much better than I will be doing all those bad things.
Yeah.
And it's like frustrating.
Vicente?
That most of the time, if I get annoyed at something like this, I get annoyed at society for valuing them and not at them. This is
Yeah.
because I think like society could be valuing other traits or
Yeah.
other abilities or other persons or other things, and it's not doing it, so they are not encouraged.
Yeah. I mean, most people's conception of what is right or makes a good person, if you go like to school, is we value hard work, we value a good work ethic, you know, and so people get annoyed that so many people are following these people who don't seem to have done anything of value. They haven't put a lot of effort into things. Like Kylie Jenner has just been the byproduct of other people's success and been genetically related to some people who were defending a trial for an American footballer. You know, she's done really nothing that we would consider to be worthwhile, and yet millions of people follow her. And that kind of spits in the face of everything we as teachers or your parents teach you about the value of hard work and working for something that is worthwhile. Thomas?
I think there are two types of people who follow this modern celebrity. One is, as I said before many times, a person who just wants to see you firsthand, whatever this silly little person who thinks they're awesome and famous will do next out of fun. And the other is, let's think of it this way, social media first began as a way to bring people closer, and you think, oh, I admire really this famous person, I love their lifestyle, I love whatever they do, and because of that I go like, I'm gonna follow them, like that I'm close to that person, you know, in a certain way, I am related to the fame.
And there's also, and there's also a fear of missing out. You know, the acronym FOMO. You know, like you feel like you're not involved, or you feel like you're missing out, so you like try everything to be involved. You know, your friends are talking about Kylie Jenner, I don't know, the Jenners, and you feel like, well, I should be following them too, otherwise I'm not going to be accepted or in the room. You know, so it kind of just spirals and self-perpetuates. What relationship does Donald Trump have with what we're talking about? Because he does, really.
Yeah, he's famous because he like has a lot of stuff to his name. Basically, he's like a, I wouldn't say reality TV because I don't.
Well, he is, yeah, absolutely. Because
The Apprentice.
he was famous for being an idiot, like making bad business choices, and then he got made the star of his own TV show, and then like it was the rekindling of Trump as being this man with business acumen, which is kind of just a media portrayal of Trump.
Yeah.
And what used to happen was we generally had a very clear boundary between celebrity and serious public figures. You know, we had a separation between politicians and movie stars. There was a case, but like Donald Trump seems to be
breaking them all.
Yeah, he seems to be the height of celebrity culture. You know, celebrity culture's got to a point where we take these people so seriously that they're now in the highest forms of government.
Is that a super departure from the norm though? Because Ronald Reagan.
Yeah,
was
that's the only other
star.
example I could think of.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not okay. Sure, it's unusual, but it's not new. You know, Donald Trump is certainly like for us the best example of the modern like celebrity culture coming out of politics. And I read that it's estimated that he was given more than $1 trillion of free advertising during the US campaign, just because everyone thought he was so ridiculous.
Yeah.
So they were just playing Donald Trump clips over and over and over again. And ultimately what happened is that it burned Trump's image into everyone's head. So people voted for him.
And if Trump's followers said that the media was... Trump played this idea that the media were mean to him, and so every time they put a picture of him and were laughing at him, they were just kicking themselves in the foot.
Right.
Shooting themselves in the foot, because
America.
then it was... They were making Trump look bad, and Trump was saying they were making him look bad, and then everyone who agreed with Trump was like, yeah! And so you end up in this situation where we've got what we call a trash celebrity as the President of the United States.
Who's Chile's biggest celebrity?
Oof.
Best trash celebrity, maybe.
Oh, this is a hard one.
No, Alexis.
No, Alexis is a good
I
celebrity.
assume people would say Alexis is pretty high up there
No,
as far as
well,
celebrity.
But he's not a
Not
trash
trash
celebrity. He definitely
Yeah, but it depends,
like Arturo Vidal is really trash. Celebrity.
You're just listing footballers. Come
no,
on.
Exactly.
it depends.
They're the most famous. So
Yeah.
And I really hate Arturo Vidal actually.
Como la Mati Maldonado.
Alright, what's the
No,
difference then? Why is
Yes, no es la más
Tom? Why are you saying that Vidal is a trash celebrity but Sanchez might be a normal celebrity?
The
What's the
thing is,
difference?
Vidal's is far more of the type of celebrity that goes around showing, yeah, I'm awesome, and he makes the headlines in an unpositive way. Like each time he gets drunk and does something, he has shown multiple times lack of responsibility and care about his position in the Chilean team or even in other countries. And you have on the other side Alexis Sanchez, who has shown he's fully committed to the team, he's fully committed to his career, he's committed to his family.
Okay.
He has invested a lot of money on a poor town where he lived.
Yeah. this is a similar difference to Cristiano Ronaldo versus Lionel Messi. You know, Cristiano Ronaldo comes across as very vain and arrogant and self-obsessed in the media, whereas Lionel Messi comes across as someone a lot more conservative, kind.
I think that's a really good example because how much of it is just like bias and perception? You know, like Lionel Messi's been done for tax evasion, Ronaldo has not. So if we really want to, you know, I know that Ronaldo comes across as like arrogant and sulking, and Messi is like this man of the people, but legally, no. You know, I think that is Ronaldo this super stroppy guy really, or do we think Ronaldo is stroppy? So every time we see a picture of him being stroppy, we think, see, I told you, he's stroppy. You know, it's that thing like when your dog looks at you, does your dog actually have an expression on its face? Or do you think your dog is feeling a certain way and so you read an expression on its face?
So we project our feelings about celebrities onto celebrities.
And we might project ourselves onto celebrities, sure.
Yeah.
Like,
You know the Rich Kids of Instagram account? You see those?
Those like
What?
Dubai.
Rich Kids of Instagram? They're
Yeah.
usually like teenagers in Dubai or in California,
that's
and it's
right.
just them like throwing cash and like patting their like tigers or driving some car, some crazy car.
It's just funny because it's like excess.
It's total excess, right? The people only follow that. I mean, why do people follow that? Do they like excess or do they?
I think two
what?
reasons. They like excess and at the same time they find it funny.
Okay. So you think people follow that like ironically, or do you think most
I think
people are like?
they say it's ironic, but they don't really.
But really, they yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
I actually want to follow that now.
Yeah, me too.
I follow like 7 things, and most of them are like.
There's this really great Instagram account called Grangeville. Chile celebrity through and through, total trash. I encourage all of you to.
Oh, that's the one that politicizes everything.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. MJ.
Also, looking at a bit on history, like what about the Beatles?
They were
or fandoms or
The first major celebrities.
yeah, but-
Literally, girls peed their pants on Beatles concerts. And I'm not
You
making
don't?
this up.
Why? Yeah, girls love them. They peed their pants. I've never heard those connected like that before.
You go,
They
MJ.
were marking their
But
territory.
also, a big part of celebrities is that there's this mass of moving like teenagers that admire or love, I don't know, like One Direction, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC,
BTS.
BTS, I don't
Talk
know.
about BTS.
Neither do I. I just.
What is this? Why are they such a thing? And why are they so famous? And is it the same of the Beatles? And
Yeah. Tom's not wrong. I've seen tons of clips of the, like concerts of the Beatles that were just a sea of screaming
Yeah.
women.
Yeah,
Like,
they literally, no one could listen to the music.
yeah, just screaming.
So what was the point?
Scream.
See the Beatles.
They peed their
yeah.
pants, apparently. I think the point was that the Beatles are, I don't know,
They were
the first
so
like,
famous.
Yeah,
they
they
made
began
girls
as-
pee their pants.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
the thing, they overcame that later.
life goal.
But they become like
Then
they
they-
would become a topic of conversation and a hobby for teenage girls at the time. And so if you're a girl, then you're like, well, if I want to be friends with my friends and we all have something common ground to talk about, we ought to be investing in the same boy bands or the same figures, unless we want to be considered an outsider deliberately. And I think so. Not those girls kind of see those images of the Beatles, they see the images of One Direction and think, well, we want to be part of that as well. And so it just
yes, but
Gross.
what about the excessive fanatism of? Well, I love you. I want to be with you. I died for you. I'll cut my
fanfic.
wrists for you. I don't
Maybe
know.
it's more
Actually-
the same of what Mr. Bates said. It's
Yeah,
like maybe
more
like a level up
excessively.
of the same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
one
like-
of the things social media has contributed a lot. Think of it this way, it's now easier to stalk people.
Well, like if you were reading a newspaper article about the Beatles and it said heartthrob John Lennon, okay, then that labels John Lennon as a heartthrob. So he becomes the object of people's desire, and so it just spirals. Like, oh well, I'm a teenage girl. I'm supposed to find boys attractive. Here's a heartthrob that the media's telling me to look at. I'm therefore now in love with John Lennon, and it gets worse and worse and worse because those headlines just keep.
You're a
coming.
teenage girl who loves John Lennon.
I am a teenage girl who loves John Lennon. I was doing a bit. It's like when MJ said, "I want you," or whatever it was, and she was talking about the Beatles.
Yeah. And what about like we
Doing a
see,
bit, Thomas Fisher.
we've seen that phase that of fanatism. What about the murder of John Lennon or I
John
don't know
Chapman.
Kennedy?
The other side of
The other
that.
side.
Kennedy, no one knows really if the reason he was killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, just mental illness and stuff. What really like
Franz Ferdinand.
John Chapman. Yeah, that was a crazy fan.
John Wilkes Booth, man.
He began the whole thing with fanboys. So basically, like John Chapman, it's like he wanted the fame of John Lennon. He
Yeah.
wanted to be as known as him.
I think I'm just thinking, before we finish, I think the first real like fandom celebrity was Lord Byron.
Oh
The
yeah,
only story I
obviously.
know, Lord Byron, poet, but I do know that someone sent him pubic hair in an envelope.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, if you look like
Was that you, sir?
classic musicians, like particularly of the Romantic period, they were like basically rock stars. They like slept with like.
I mean, I still think they are.
they're good, but still, I mean, you don't assume they're like pretty much your excessive rock stars. It's actually they're like insane.
They were all Jimi Hendrix.
They were Jimi
No.
Hendrix. There you go, you heard it first.
No,
Lord
it's
Byron
more like-
was proto Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah,
Nice.
Lord Byron.
Right, and on that weird bombshell, see y'all next week.